Yo, Abusia for Michicha Obibia. Very good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Wherever you are watching me from, Edino, Dr. Ren. Any day more oba na wa share a video no. Why? And come on, already no one say from 2018, a free 2018. Because say Ghana was broke in 2018. That time I can't say Ghana was broke. No? A lot of Ghana for be no say Oman Tiasi. When I spoke, say Ghana was broke. At that time, and I'm sure say a lot of Ghanaians no anya den am follow and semno na Dr. Ren na meka at that time. Nyame nchade and Akoba say Ghana finally led by Ken Ofuriata. Omunyina ajiatum say our great nation, our country Ghana is broke. What that means, they say, there is no money that is going to be used to pay contractors. There is no money that Ghana and Benya nurses, Onyesika Infantia police, Yenyesika Infantia teachers, Yenyesika Infantia a friend is in public sector in Numanwa, you found out by Jumano. So we have Ministry of Health, we have Ministry of Information, Ministry of all the ministries, transport, railways, and whatever. And it's all because Ghana, led by Finance Minister Ken Ofuriata and his cousin Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, when they were given the mantle to lead the nation, they led us into a bankruptcy country. In proper economic terms or in governance terms, you would say Ghana is now a defaulted nation. So Ghana a business and by now no what food Ghana and beton na eja what to do kiosk what to do contain them what to do shop because unisika sebio with me and the arane a day-to-day business. What this means, they say Ghana krono fan 100%, isika 100%, yedi muka 93%, yedi cut 93%. Enti sika da Ghana footwoom 7% in Dubai, even 7% in the crown, domestic bond for sika. One more to talk to bond, a Akufo-Addo by force or more fa, sika. You were a car, you didn't abandon external debt, you did the car a woman and also crown and mabe count. You see, when 2018, when I was speaking that Ghana was broke, a lot of people thought, what was this gentleman saying? People, when I was saying Ghana was broke in 2018, a lot of the people, and that was in 2018 was the reason why I resigned from MPP. It was 2018 I resigned from the MPP party, and it was 2018, proud to 2019, 2020. MPP UK communicators stopped speaking because most of them look up to me. Communicators, customer MPP UK, majority of them look up to me. And I gave them the reasons why me jai MPP political party. Because when I got documents and other things, I'm in Sako Kenya, and reading through, I realized President Akufo-Addo and his cousin never came to redeem Ghana from the so-called bad governance of the former president or the former political party. MPP by. We thought they were going to do something better. Because at that time, you catch the Ghana for you say, Sika yabo bosia yabo led by John Mahama, the vice president, Emisa Atamo. And no, they are not managing Ghana well. And even we coined a word for Mahama as an incompetent. So MPP came to power. Remember, sir, MPP did not come to power to contest and a friend is saying what NDC has done. We came into power to do better than the NDC because we claimed that the NDC was a bad government. That was what I don't think Akufo-Addo. We claimed say NDC was a bad government. And in the end, they presented something better to the Ghanaian. Now the question, you as a Ghanaian, if you are a thinker and you are somebody aware a logician, would be quite reasonable to say Akufo-Addo's government and Mahama's government, which one is better? Obviously. So you'll be a kind of credit now, did no credit now, pen no credit. Now, when you're very hypocrite, like the many Ghanaian journalists, be to say, Paul Adum Kwasia Ochria, but did no credit, even comparing a Kufuado to Mahama, it's a taboo. It is a taboo because here is a man within 6 years, a car wabo, over 300 and something billion Ghana cedis. What have you seen? Is it about infrastructure? Is it about development? Is it about say Ghana, Sebio, and Membrunya? As I speak to you now, unemployment is higher than when even John Mahama was the president of Ghana. So you cannot tell me, say, a Kufuado's government is better than Mahama. And you see, people are so foolish and so dumb, and that they are falling to these gimmicks of the MPP. They are falling into these particular gimmicks of the MPP. Say, oh, you people don't know. There is no better alternative. The alternative is MPP alone, and that without MPP, Ghana cannot move on. Let me be honest with you. Here. The NPP government has really taken Ghana to the deepest pit ever. Now you see, they did the same thing to Kutu Echampo. Kwame Nkrumah time. The same thing happened. As I speak to you today, Bosia wamu boy ya Kutu Echampo ba ya was wontua. Yebetia yentua. It was because Buzia Mokobo Bosia rough tantan time that led to the coup d'etat. Aema General Kutu Echampo, ebeye the leader of Ghana. Omuwie number 10 UK. And Omuchan to General Kutu Echampo so say was if out to Beji Golf, which means he say, or yet Sebu or the Ghana Sikano the young massive. These people have told you, this MPP have told you, they are trained propagandists, well-trained propagandists. They believe in a kingdom. They don't believe in governance. They don't believe in multi-party democracy. They believe in say president. It's like the penny. That is the kingdom rule. That is how kingdoms they rule. They don't give a hoot to anybody. They don't do consensus. They don't listen to people. They take decision as and when they like. That is NPP for you, led by Kufuor. So you see today, even Parliament debt restructuring cry Parliament. Seek the advice of the parliamentarians, the legislatures. They will not do it because to them, no, they are the custodians of the lands. And until me, Etna Jubilee House, I see a ton 20,000 acres of Enzima land at the Ama Brofubi with for peanuts. What I say, because that is how they believe. That is don't take it for a joke. I know them. I'm telling you, I know them. I have studied them. I'm a student of research. I have researched them, studied about them, know the way a woman behavior. They have a blueprint and they are working onto a blueprint. The blueprint for them is one. Let's collapse the banking system, make Ghanaians weaker, make Ghanaians poorer. Let us dominate. Have families that will dominate. What do I say? Like the Rothschild family. That is what they want. These are the things they're like the Russians oligarchs. Let's make our family like the Russians oligarchs that will have the final say when it comes to Ghana's democracy, Ghana's development, everything. So they will make Ghana poor and poorer. That is their ideology. Number 2, let us ensure that we go after the gas and oil. Because once we go after the gas and oil, the people that the gas, the custodians, the enzymers that the gas on oil, once we go after them, we will become powerful. Because after all, you will need gas, you need oil, you need electricity and all those things. And so that is what they want. Number 3, insurance. 2018, I said it. After the banking cleanup, they will come after the insurance companies. Today, you see the insurance companies are suffering. What I say, insurance companies now they almost suffer is because it was a blueprint. Forefathers were people that you're from messengers of the white people. And to me, a tough from say, clerks, and our clerks. This is how they were. They were trained. What I say, diko konsa. Abrofune fa di konsa. E de toto ye nanano so. Ye nanano no pet. Ghana Mpuntio no Kwame Nkrumah mo eye ni boni mo eye friend saying eye dede ashikin shamo woman no mo pese Ghana etumpon no. These people were trained. The JB Dankwa, the Dumbo, the Buzia. They were trained propagandists to fight against we that believes in the black ideology, that the black man is capable of managing his own affairs. What you say? And that is the reason why these people, when they come to you, they be no make just because to them, they understand and they say, so many will bruni nasi, no many will bruni a deep friend is saying English breakfast, or my dream, or many assassin, or many will bruni nasi no English, or my dream, or many assassin. And that is why a Kufado will be walking around speaking some dirty English, speaking some dirty English as if somebody has said, which kind of accent? No, is it the English accent? Is it the German accent? Is it the American accent? And you see, to them, the measure of intelligence is when you speak English. What I said, that is how they measure intelligence. They don't measure intelligence based on the development, how they have been able to develop the Ghanaian to move from the poverty to come to the middle income and to become a rich person and to become billionaires, like the way the Chinese have been able to get billionaires for their country, the way the Nigerians are making people billionaires like the Dangotes. They don't believe in that. To them, it is either them or nobody. And that is why we are here today. You see, Ken Oforiatta is a thief. I think I'm getting some okay. I think this one will help. All right. Forgive me for the settings today. I hope this will work. I hope this will work. I hope this one will work. Okay, forgive me. Anyway, and to us. So that is what they do believe in. They don't believe in, say, the black man will be capable. So any opportunity, any chance they get, they use to destroy. What happened under Kutu Echampong? When Kutu Echampong was the leader, and we did Ghana for him. Kutu Echampong regime, our Chile in Ghana, Echampong Fie, it was under Kutu Echampong, and you discover that particular leaf, I friend Echampong Fie, Bibi Chawa, now they are Tosu. Now it was because Kutu Echampong's background, he's a military officer. He was trained at Sandhurst Military Academy, one of the best military academies in the world, in the whole world. UK, I say, when I training a soldier for who have different friends and qualities. This is where they train them over UK, Sandhurst Military Academy. Some of our seniors are still there. United Kingdom. Anyway, TMEA. So when these people got the opportunity, what did they do? They destroyed the economy, led by Busia. Kutu Echampong took over. Then they came to United Kingdom, wrote articles, destroyed the image of Kutu Echampong, destroyed Kutu Echampong's achievement, and then later on came with Jerry John Rawlings. And Jerry John Rawlings at the background, Jerry John Rawlings, the IGP at that time, during Kutu Echampong's time, was Jerry John Rawlings' uncle. So Jerry John Rawlings and this particular president, a friend of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, were friends, family friends, way back. Through 1979, 80, 81, did the coup d'etat. Overthrown Kutu Echampong. Who came? The person that came was Hilal Liman. Hilal Liman, under 2 years, performed better than the Akufo-Addo 6 years. Go and check the records. The development of Hilal Liman 2 years alone is outweighs the achievement of Akufo-Addo. The record is there. When it comes to road, when it comes to school building, within 2 years, the things Hilal Liman did was magnificent. When you go to Nzima, the Ankobra River, the bridge there was built by Liman. Many bridges. 2 years. What happened? This same Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, one more in the same year, United Kingdom, set some soldiers up, young military officers, went with Rawlings, overthrew Liman, became what? The leader. At that time, fast forward, 1992, Yabena Constitution, Yabena Democracy, we've moved on to 2023. What happened? Anytime this MPP get a chance, our back government, all that they do is say, let us steal from the coffers. They don't think about let us develop the nation. No. You know why? You see, their sons and daughters are non-entities. Their sons and daughters are people who are bitter, who have bitterness within their heart. And to them, that bitterness does not allow them to even come out of their shelf to even think well for the nation. So anytime they get the opportunity, all that they do is that they go after people that have struggled in life and have made it. So you see, anytime they got the chance, under 1966, what did we see? Destroy businesses. A friend is saying, a champion's time, when Buzia became the leader, took Ghana into the ditch. Boboka rough, say your mind Ghana. What are we seeing under Akufo-Addo, whose cousin is the finance minister? During the days of Buzia, whose father was the finance minister, whose father was the ceremonial president, Akufo-Addo. Ghana at that time, Sika, Buzia Omoboye, Omode Ghana, Eko Ahunyehim, during the Buzia's regime. Because Ekodu Mrebinu, they were not taking instruction from Buzia. They disrespected Buzia, the professor, because they believed so woman in Buzia. That was Ken Oforiatta's father, Akufo-Addo's father. These were the men. Empty, shallow. The same thing, fast forward, 2016. Yet Mahame free, so they got the power. What do we see? They have taken Ghana back again. Ya bobosia. Mene wokase. Ya bobosia mases Ghana yisika na ewo Ghana nyina no. Ye wosisi West Central Bank. Emu 93%. Sika ekanko 93%. 7% domestic bond for sika. Tiwoti krona wuti. There is no money. Ghana is broke. No money. And yet free SHS. Free SHS, yes, of course. It took a chunk of our money for them to use it to invest the free SHS. But that is not the free SHS, because no one is going to free buy. The free SHS the free SHS. Every opportunity they get is about stealing. They steal without even looking back. No. They have no fear. As I said, to them, it's like a monarchy. To them, it's like a kingdom. To them, no. Leading the nation, they are not seeing the nation and say, okay, this is democracy. Let us move the country forward. They don't see Ghana like that. They see Ghana say, Ghana belongs to them. But meanwhile, these people, when Nkrumah and co were seeking for the Ghana freedom, they said no. When Nkrumah and co were asking for the independence of our nation, they said no. They said no because they do not believe in the black supremacists. They don't believe in you. They don't believe in our women. They don't believe in our children. They don't believe in our villages. They have no belief in them. Akufo-Addo became MP. Dear no yama achemfo. Wanyashe. Brafo tantantan wakai. Boho krampo wentimi anya bakumpo. Wanfa development ankoho. When Timian fight for unlodge for a friend is saying unlobby for development. So these people, they have no love, no sympathy, no empathy to develop our nation. Now you see, I'm not 2018, when I was saying Ghana was broke here in London, I quite remember one of my friends at the Sadal College, Nana Steve, is now with Alan Kojo-Chiramantin campaign. Nana Steve told me, he said, look, Doc, and Koforoma say crew, and also an investment banker. But because when we account for, people are afraid to talk. And if we don't talk now, it's going to haunt the nation. So he is glad that I am coming out and speaking on national radio here in the United Kingdom and boldly declaring that for me, I will do Ghana first rather than following Akufo-Addo. Because the signs are there. He has destroyed the nation and people are afraid to speak. At that time, they called me all kinds of names. But for me, I always take the advice of my big brother, who told me that even if Jesus Christ was insulted, who am I to get upset? So I'm not somebody, my skin is tougher than insult. We have passed you insulting me for me to feel sad. No. What we need is to fight for the nation, irrespective of whoever become the president of Ghana. Because you see, the countries that we so admire and boast that we are citizens and boast that we have their passports and that we have German passport, we have British passport, we are holders of American passport. We boldly declare and we proclaim that we are citizens of the United States of America. You are boldly declaring a citizenship of another nation. Do you know why? Do you know why you are happy? Because you don't want to compare yourself with the poor people, the poor nation. And do you think if their citizens do not speak today, you can boldly declare that you are a citizen of France, you are a citizen of Italy, you are a citizen of Kazakhstan, citizen of Qatar? It was because their men and women stood one day and declared that no, enough is enough. This kind of elitism, taking our nation for granted and misusing the national resources, we are not going to sit down and watch. Today, here we are. The domestic bond. People from home and abroad are complaining. Old men are complaining. When 2018, I said Ghana was broke, that was the time they should have joined some of us. But because they thought, who is Dr. Ray? That person whose family is poor, whose mother is a charcoal seller. Who am I? They want to know my surname before they can take me serious. They want to know the kind of family I come from before they will take me serious. Today, you see, they are crying on TV stations. Old men that were supposed to stay at home and enjoy their holidays are moving from one radio station to the other station and pleading to chiefs, queen mothers, and bishops and pastors, pleading to civil societies to fight for them because their hard-earned monies they are going to lose their hard-earned money. Yes, a tujimwara. You see, opinion ya watine fie. Yes, it's ye kind and careful one ye kind no can be. That is the story of my country, Ghana. When it is an Akan who is leading, nobody is prepared to look into their faces and proclaim and say to him, hey, Mr. Man, even though you and I come from the same clan, you better do right, because if you don't do right, our nation will be destroyed. Here are we today. Ghana has been destroyed. Destroyed. Ghana has been destroyed. It's going to take almost 20 years to come back to the days of John Mahama. These are facts. So even John Dramani Mahama coming 2024, I even weep for him. I even pity him. The only difference that John Mahama will make is to bring investors that will have confidence in the economy. But when it comes to paying the debt, he must pay the debt. And that was the same thing Buzia did. And when Kutu Echampo became the leader, Kutu Echampo says, Yentia, because that debt, it was not him that brought the debt. That was the sad story of Kutu Echampo. Because these people calling themselves MPP that they proclaim, they hit them chest and they affirm that they have the men. Indeed, they don't have men who are wise to lead the nation, but rather they have men who are thieves, who are sycophants. They have men who are hypocrites. They have men who can only lie, who claim to fame is to denigrate other leaders. That is the achievement of MPP. And today, when I see young men and women in the universities who have gone to learn, study, to acquire knowledge, acquire information, and they will come and they will support MPP, I say to them, they are naive, just like I was naive years ago. But I want to tell them and to send a word of caution to them that they better realize that the political party called MPP are the people that destroy the foundation of Africa. You see, Africa's unity, when we were preaching, our forefathers were preaching for the unity of Africa. It was the MPP government that sat with the CIAs and sat with the FBIs to destroy the freedom and the unity of Africa. Today, this is what we see. The sons and daughters of John, the sons and daughters of the Buzias, the sons and daughters of the Dumbos, the Euforiates, the Ekufuados. When we gave them the chance, we have seen what they are capable. We have seen that not only are they thieves, not only are they non-entities, not only are they people with empty brains, we have seen where they have taken the nation. So don't be lied, don't be deceived by Alan Kojo Chiramantin's campaign. Don't be deceived by Bawomia's campaign. Don't be deceived by Kennedy Akumprakwe Japan, who went to United States of America and they had to open his head and do surgery. Don't be deceived by that madman. Don't be deceived. Do not be deceived, my people. 2024, I am telling you, is gaining independence again for Ghana. And these people calling the MPP, I tell you, if there's any glory that we can give to our forefathers of old, the fathers like Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, the Dede Ashikinshas, the Kojobo Tios, if there's anything that we can say, thank you, our forefathers, is to ensure that MPP never come to power ever again in our lives. They should never, ever, ever come to power. You see the way CPP has become. I pray and hope unto that day that we will see MPP become worse than the current state of the CPP, which are not even able to even gather people to even come so that we can even vote for them. I pray to see the day that MPP, whenever the people stand and say they are MPP people, all that women and children will do is, who is she? Who is she? Who is he? Where is he from? Is he from that political party called the National Propagandist Party that their claim to fame was to destroy the dreams of our forefathers, that their claim to fame was to shatter the dream of every Ghanaian? Think about it. If it's not because of these people, do you know where Kwame Nkrumah would have taken Ghana? Do you know where? It was a joy to drive on the motorway, that every few meters that you drive, you see that there is a phone booth, that if you have a problem with your car, just like the way we live here in the United Kingdom, you can call for a tow car. Do you see the beauty of Kwame Nkrumah's ideas? How he built the Tema City, the Tema Harbor. Oh, I tell you, if you have not been to United Kingdom, just go to Tema. That was how United Kingdom looks like. The building looks like United Kingdom. This was how a man was building. Look at how John Mahama built the Saglame. Look at how he built Saglame. He used how much millions to build Saglame. But here we lie, a man calling himself the Son of Christ. He says he's building a cathedral for God. And even in the cathedral that he proclaimed that he's building for God, he is even stealing his father God. I tell you, it is only people with infantile brains. It is only people with shallow minds that will say hallelujah to the MPP. It is only people who do not have the foresight, just like Akufo-Addo father did not have the foresight. When Kwame Nkrumah was building the Akosombo Dam, Akufo-Addo's father, it is reported that he sat down with the Kaisers and said that, oh, Kwame Nkrumah is Russian, and that Kwame Nkrumah is moving with the speed of light. Where does he think he's going with the building of Akosombo Dam? Today, his sons and daughters live at Laboni, and they enjoy the Akosombo Kania. Today, his people come from the Koforidia, they come from the eastern region, and they enjoy the Akosombo Kania in Koforidia. Today, these people, the non-entities, these sons of evil, these sons of devil, these sons of demons have led our nation to the ditch. And I hear Paul Adomachi talk about something. I hear about Kwame Sefaka, the weed smoker, the man who smokes weed and forget his brains and lived in the bush. I hear they talk. I hear that the NPP people are speaking. Their so-called communicators are talking. I hear that there's a boy called something. I've forgotten his fully surname. He sat on Asempa radio and he's talking about presidential staffers. What is that boy's name? That boy that owes my friend 4x4. That boy that stole our 4x4. We gave him a 4x4 for him to do a campaign. He has never returned that 4x4. I've forgotten that stupid, foolish boy's name. That stupid boy calling himself a new communicator for MPP that goes to on TV3 and sit down there and talk anyhow. It is because my country, Ghana, believes in ethnic jingoism. If not, men like him should not have opportunity and chance to sit on national TVs and national radios, to even talk for MPP. I'm telling you, to even talk for the MPP, because MPP has destroyed Ghana. MPP has destroyed the nation. I'm telling you, Ghana, the days ahead, the days ahead. Pray, pray. I keep saying pray, the days ahead, pray. Because the days ahead, what I see is deadly. What I see is blood on the street. Because the days ahead, the nurses will not be paid. The teachers will not be paid. The military people won't get money to be paid. And that is scary. We are moving towards the days of the Sri Lanka regime. And believe you me, IMF is not going to give us any money in the month of March. We are almost in February. Tomorrow is the first day of February. I am telling you that, believe you me, Ghana is a nation that is broke, and was broke not today, but was broke in 2018. And you see, this is the time that I think that if you are so-called a Christian, you have to let your love for Christianity be known and be told that if you are a Christian and you believe that Christ came to die for you, I want you to understand one thing. And that one thing is to be honest and truthful. Speak truth to power. Because that is what Christ taught you. That is what Christ said to you. That the truth is what will set you free. I'm telling you, Ghana is broke. No money, finito. We have squandered the money by Akufo-Addo and Ken Ofori-Atta. But you see, they will tell you that they attended Yale. They will lie to you that they went to Oxford University. But we took time and we went to Oxford. And we wanted to look whether if there was a student called Nana Dankwa Akufo who completed Oxford. We realized that, oh no, there is nothing like Akufo-Addo who completed Oxford University. So how come that we were told that Akufo-Addo went to Oxford? It is because these people are trained propagandists. Just like the way they say that the big six, we see JB Dankwa on our currency, we see Ken Ofori-Atta on our currency, we see Akufo-Addo's father on our currency. And they claim that these are the big six that fought for independence. Oh God, have mercy upon my country, Ghana. Have mercy upon my country, Ghana, and give our women and our children the wisdom for them to know the truth. How can these people lie us? How can we butt into their lies and their deceit? Where did they fight for our independence? How did they fight for our independence? These people are the people that wrote to the Queen, wrote to Queen Victoria, and told Queen Victoria that, hey, do not grant Ghana independence. How come they proclaim that they fought for the independence of Ghana? How come? It beats my imagination to think that these people that wrote to Queen Elizabeth, that they should not allow Ghana to gain independence. How come on the currency we see their heads, their faces on our currency, that they proclaim that they fought independence? Oh, my country is sick. No wonder we always go in and vote for sick people to lead us. And that is why every time when we vote for these sick, ill minds come and they lead us into the ditch. And so I tell you, the battle for 2024 is going to be won by the battle of words. They will tell you that they have done A, B, C, D, just like they have told the IMF that they have done a lot. They have done a lot. That they have built 111 hospitals. These people are deceivers. These people are liars. No wonder in their time we have seen a whole pastor who today has two different names, two different mothers, two different passports, two different things, two different surnames. How? I wonder what these people will do to us. After all, we, the Akans, sat down and we brought propagandist people to lead our nation. I came this morning, the being 31st of January, the day that my beautiful daughter was born. And I came to tell you that these people leading our nation today, they have destroyed the nation. Pray, the days ahead is going to be dangerous. But we know it will be rough. We know definitely. We know that the days will be rough. But we know the heavens, only heaven, knows where we are going. So we know that come 2024, these people will go. But we should not make that mistake again. I always sleep and I ask God to forgive me of my trespasses. For following a Kufuado who was a deceiver. For following a Kufuado who was a deceiver. I pray and I say, God, forgive me. God, forgive me of my sins. Because Nana Dankwa Kufuor has taken our nation backwards. He has taken Ghana backwards. And today, here we are. A country that is supposed to be the beacon and hope of Ghana. A country that's supposed to be our nation's pride. Today, a country that's supposed to be our everything. Here we are. That country has been destroyed by God. That country has been destroyed by these Achim Ebuakwes. That country has been destroyed by this so-called family. That family that destroyed our independence, that fought against our independence, that country that fought against our every progress in life. Here we are today. If you are an Ashanti, if you are an Asante, and if you are an Akan, be a deep thinker, reason with thought. Do not let your emotions override your reasoning. And don't follow blindly. Don't say that I will not vote for the MPP. And I'm also not going to vote for the NDC. Don't be a fool. Let your brain work. Let your mind work. And let your mind lead you. Let it lead you away from ethnic, tribal, jingoism. Let it lead you from the thoughts of the evil. Let it lead you from the thought of the MPP. Because I have lived with them. And I know what they stand for. They stand for segregation. Don't you see our brothers and sisters from Sanchokofi, Akafule, Pelolopi? As I speak to you now, they are without a representative in the House of Parliament. Do you know why? Because the moment they vote for them, their MP will become an NDC member. And that will give them an upper hand of the MPP in Parliament. So no, they will disenfranchise our people. I tell you, these are the evil ones. They have no right to build a cathedral for Christ. They have no right to even proclaim that they are sons and daughters that believe in the gospel. Kufuor is the only president who has no church but proclaim that he's a Christian and he's building a cathedral for Christ. Oh, isn't so amazing? Isn't this so surprising? That a man who do not have any denomination, who do not attend any church, can say he's building a church. Ah, my people, let our brains work. Let our minds work. Let our minds work. Because if not, 2024, they will come and lie to you that they have built more roads. They will come and tell you that they have built more infrastructure development since the days of independence. They will tell you that they are even better than Kufuor that gave us the healthcare. They will tell you they're far better. But I came to tell you, I came to speak to you that you watch out. You watch out for these sons and daughters who are deceivers. Watch out for these sons and daughters who claim to fame is always making sure that they point accusing fingers on other people. As I speak to you today, the media is quiet. They are quiet and they are unable to tell you Ghana is broke. The Peace FMs are not telling you that Ghana is broke. The Joy FMs are not telling you Ghana is broke. The UTVs, the Wuntimi radios, the Love FMs, apart from my good brothers and sisters who does their morning show, they are not able to speak to you. And I say before I go to NDC people, let me sound this word of caution to you. It directly goes to a man that a lot of Ghanaians revere and respect when it comes to the journalist fraternity. And I'm talking about Randy Abbey. This goes to Randy Abbey. You have seen the propaganda by Paul Adom Ochri on Good Evening Ghana. Paul Adomatri is just a mere lawyer like many others. He ensure and take time that every evening he comes and propagate the agenda of the MPP. Randy Abbey, the last time I checked, you are an NDC member. The last time I checked, when John Dramani Mahama was the president, you, Randy Abbey, were stopping people to get closer to the president John Mahama. 2024, perhaps God will permit for John Mahama to become president. To you, John Dramani Mahama, before I come to you, let me finish with Randy Abbey. Randy Abbey, you have seen what Paul Adomotri is doing. You come and sit on your Good Morning Ghana, and you want everything to be like rosy and so perfect and so nice to your eyes. And when NDC win power, you will be the person that will be preventing people from coming closer to John Mahama. Randy Abbey, I'm talking to you. What work are you doing for the NDC today? What job are you using your platform to do for the NDC today? Can't you see your brother Paul Adomotri taking time to propagate the agenda of also onto the Ghanaian minds to believe in the MPP? What are you doing, Randy Abbey? With your Good Morning Ghana for the NDC to come back to power? Because when Mahama comes, you will be closer to Mahama, and you will be preventing people to get closer to Mahama. And these are the people that will work so hard for you. And so I ask you, Randy Abbey, can't you also use your platform, your Good Morning platform, to present the NDC to the Ghanaian? After all, you're a researcher. You're a researcher. You have a PhD. You hold a doctorate. At least you can also sit down and draw a program that will propagate the good deeds of the former John Dramani Mahama. And enough said, I come to John Mahama. I know your brother's best friend is Randy Abbey. And I know Randy Abbey is your friend. These were some of the men that, because of their behavior, took you to opposition. Perhaps, maybe, God willing, 2024, you come back to power. Being a student that I based my argument on facts, not on fiction. The last time I checked, when we voted in 2020, you became the second highest person that was voted for by Ghanaians. You have seen those that work hard for you to come back to power. Don't be deceived. When you come back to power, you surround yourself like the way Akufo-Addo was surrounding himself with sycophants who are always singing praises into his ears, making him think that he has outperformed every leader that has come. The last time we checked, you were doing no Ababa said. If no Ababa said, check the people that gets closer to you. Because if not for anything at all, Paul Adomotri is working hard for the MPP to break it. I don't see Dr. Randy Abbey doing anything fantastic that shows that he supports NDC and he wants NDC to come back. Let me put this one aside. To you, the hypocrite journalist, to you, the journalists that have put political party first and you have put our country second, be mindful and remember this: that we only have one Ghana, and that if Ghana is destroyed, your members will not also have any place to live in the country. So continuously, Obi and Omayini, continuously play your ethnic, jingoism, and religious deceit on your many followers. But let me tell you, the day that the bullet will sound on the street of Accra, nobody, including your parents, including my parents, will be saved. So let us all put Ghana first and speak truth. without fear, without fear. I've told you it's all about three things: wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. I've told you that this year, you Chile will be a watch out and be a Ghanaian who speak truth. Whether if it is your tribe that is in power or not, Ghana is bigger than tribe. Thank you.